Good morning everyone. Welcome to Bio World. Today in this lecture we'll discuss about special functions of leaf. As we know that normal function of leaf are prepare food by carrying out photosynthesis. Second, arrange gaseous exchange for respiration, क्योंकि लीफ में जो स्टोमेटा है उसके थ्रू gaseous exchange होता है. And even the loss of water in the form of water vapor, that is transpiration. So that transpiration also occurs with the help of leaves. So leaves carry out photosynthesis, it carry out exchange of gases, and even it do transpiration. But there are some modification also observed in leaf to perform special functions. So this functions to perform this function, there are some modification occurs in leaf structure. So let's see the first structure, that is storage of food. So that storage of food which is observed in onion. So in onion the stem is condensed underground and it is disc-like, and here leaves are arranged concentrically. The main part of leaf is aerial and green, and it prepares food, and the food is stored in leaf base, and the inner leaf base are fleshy, right? Okay, and the periphery remains dry and papery, जैसे हमने onion में देखा है, right? And this is also known as a bulb, or we can say tunicated bulb. तो सबने onion देखी है. onion में ऐसे मेन नीचे स्टेम होता है, एडवेंटिटियस रूट होते हैं, बाहर स्केली और पेपर लीफ बेस होता है, एंड लीव्स जो होते हैं दे आर अरेंज concentrically. That inner leaf base, they are thick, and outer leaf base they are papery, and the main part of leaf which is green and which carry out photosynthesis. So this is onion, and same example is garlic. Now second is modification for support and climbing. For support and climbing, the modification of leaf occurs just like when we talk about that gloriosa superba, जिसको गुजराती में कंकास नहीं बोलते हैं. Here the leaf apex becomes tendriller, while in smilex the stipules, we know na, stipules are always in pair, they becomes tendriller. In P, the terminal leaflets of compound leaf becomes tendriller, and in bignonia, the top 3 leaflets, they becomes hook like और cloud. और ये जो भी tendrils है, they twine around the support and helps in climbing. जैसे आपको मैं एग्जांपल दिखा रही हूँ. सो ये ऑनियन, ये उसकी मेन लीफ ब्लेड बोल सकते हो यार, एंड ये है लीफ बेस और ये स्टेम. दिस इज example of modification for climbing and support. So this is gloriosa. Here leaf apex becomes terminal. Pea plant, again in pea plant, top leaflets becomes tendriller. This is smilex. Here these are stipules which always occurs in pair, and this is bignonia, and in bignonia top 3 leaflets becomes hook like, right? So these are special modification, right? This is for food storage, and these are modification for climbing. Okay, now next, special modification for protection. So to protect the plant against grazing animals, there are modification occurs in some part of leaf and which are converted into, right? So leaf or some part of leaf is transformed into pointed structure, right, which provide protection against grazing animal. So protection के लिए leaf या उसका कोई part pointed structure में transfer होता है, right, to protect against grazing animals like acacia and ziziphus. You know ना, acacia जिसको बावड़ बोलते हैं, ziziphus that is boar. So here that stipules becomes spiny, which always occurs in pair. In agave, the leaf apex becomes spiny, and in opuntia the entire leaf becomes spiny. So you can see here this is acacia, and in acacia that stipules become spiny. This is special modification for protection. In Ziziphus also stipules become spiny, one sharp and small one is curved. This is agave. In agave that leaf apex becomes spiny, and in opuntia the entire leaf becomes spiny. So these are modification for protection. Now next, modification for photosynthesis. Normally, as we know that photosynthesis, it is the function of leaf and mainly leaf blade, but photosynthesis also carried out other parts other than lamina. Lamina का सिवा और parts भी photosynthesis कर सकते हैं. Just like in pea, that stipules becomes leaf-like and carry out photosynthesis. So they are known as the foliaceous stipules. While in Australian acacia, the petiole becomes green and flat. Petiole becomes green and flat, and which prepare food, that is known as the phylloid. This is most important, phylloid. So phylloid is observed in Australian acacia. So you can see this is pea plant, and these are stipules which becomes leaf-like, and it is known as the foliaceous stipules. This is Australian acacia, and here that petiole becomes green and flat, prepare food which is known as a phylloid. So here the modification of petiole, and here the modification of stipule, right? And last, this is insectivorous plant, and this is Nepenthes. So here in Nepenthes the leaf is modified into pitcher, just like कड़शपर्ण बोलते हैं, right? तो ये जो लीफ होते हैं, यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि जो लीफ का मेन पार्ट है वो पिक्चर में कन्वर्ट होता है, और ये क्या करता है कि पूरा इंसेक्ट को खा जाता है, इसीलिए उसको इंसेक्टिवरस प्लांट भी बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? इंसेक्टिवरस प्लांट. सो लास्ट मॉडिफिकेशन, इंसेक्टिवोरी. सो इंसेक्टिवरस प्लांट एक्चुअली बेटा जहाँ पे नाइट्रोजन डेफिशिएंसी होती है सॉइल में, वहाँ पे ये प्लांट ज़्यादा ग्रो होते हैं, तो इसी वजह से वो इंसेक्ट को खा के प्रोटीन का डाइजेशन करके नाइट्रोजन गेन करते हैं. तो मे भी क्वेश्चन आस्क पूछ सकते हैं कि जहाँ पे नाइट्रोजन डेफिशिएंसी हो वहाँ पे कौन से प्लांट ग्रो होते हैं, या फिर इंसेक्टिवरस प्लांट्स में कौन से एंजाइम्स है. तो प्रोटीन डाइजेस्टिंग एंजाइम याद रखना. सो In insectivorous plant like Nepenthes, the leaf is modified into a pitcher. Same in Utricularia, the leaf is modified into a bladder, right? Even Venus flytrap, Drosera, they are also example of insectivorous plant. ये स्माइलेक्स, जिसमें आप देख सकते हो कि जो स्टिप्यूल्स है दे बिकम्स टेंड्रिलर. So smilex and stipules becomes tendrilar. Then this is bignonia, and top three leaflets you can becomes hook like or anchor like. This is bignonia, and top three leaflets become hook like. This is gloriosa superba, and leaf apex becomes tendrilar. ग्लोरियस, जिसको हम कंकासनी बोलते हैं. And this is modification of leaf apex, which becomes tendrilar. Bignonia and smilex. Okay, the next modification is protection. This is agave. Agave, that leaf apex becomes spiny. तो आप देख सकते हो कि ये agave है और इसकी जो apex होती है वो spiny बन जाती है. So agave modification for protection. Leaf apex becomes spiny.